Allie, were you laughing at Corky when she told you she was being bullied? You thought that was funny? Corky was distraught and crying, and you told Corky she was oversensitive? But she was being bullied. Did you know, Allie, that childhood emotional neglect can be one of the most harmful emotional abuses according to experts? That's right. Dr. Diane Roberts Stoller, also known as Dr. Diane, says neglect is the most damaging of all. Dr. Diane wrote Coping with Concussion and Mild Traumatic Brain Injury. Do you also know that Dr. Rahel Briggs, a clinical psychologist and director of the Healthy Steps program and associate professor of clinical pediatrics at Albert Einstein College of Medicine, says there is no difference between emotional and physical abuse. All types of abuse fall under trauma. And trauma is everything from physical trauma, like being physically hurt, to emotional pain and hurt. That's right. Dr. Briggs said, and I quote, "Trauma is not just a house fire or a car accident or something very headline-worthy. It can be very traumatic to children to consistently, constantly, and in a predictable way have their emotional needs disregarded, or even worse, be told that they shouldn't have them as children if they are just asking for basic care and comfort." The long-lasting effects of emotional trauma are harder to see. Emotional neglect can take place in the form of a family that looks after the material things, but emotional trauma is the repeated and consistent neglect of the emotional well-being of a child. Do you know, Allie, that recent studies now show emotional neglect increases the reactivation of the brain's amygdala? Okay, sounds complicated, right? But it's really not. There are a wide range of negative effects from this type of abuse in childhood and as adults. Are you wondering what those are, Allie? Drug use, physical diagnoses, cancer, heart disease, ADHD, anxiety, depression, and mental disorders. That's right, Allie, and childhood emotional neglect is part of the large study, the Adverse Childhood Experiences Study. But I'll talk about that in another video. I guess awareness is key, and many people that suspect they've been victim of childhood emotional neglect need to know there's hope. They can start talking to their healthcare provider. Dr. Briggs said, "There is no health without mental health, and there's no childhood mental health without parental mental health." Right.